I entered an animation competition with no experience of animation to see if I could do it within 24 hours of my life and win £1,000. As I was scrolling through Instagram one day, I found out that Dark Arts were having an animation competition. So I thought to myself, this would be a really good video idea. Could I enter this competition with having no experience in animation and win it for £1,000? The plan is simple. I need to make an animation, enter the competition, win £1,000. Sounds easy. One problem, I don't know how to animate anything. How the competition works is, everyone that submits an entry apparently gets a mug and some coffee, because it's a coffee company. The theme of the animation is coffee. It has to be an Instagram reel. It has to be less than 60 seconds long. The problem is, because it's £1,000, there's likely going to be professional animators in the competition. I needed a way to make myself stand out. I wasn't going to do it learning animation in 24 hours, so I needed a think outside the box technique of how I would get into the shortlisted 9 or 10 people that would then get posted onto their account and have a chance of winning the £1,000. And can anyone that doesn't have any experience in animation win an animation competition? If the winner of the competition is the reel that has the most likes, it doesn't have to be the best animation. It just has to be the most likes. So that's where phase 3 of the plan comes in. Operation, that's cool. Like, what could I do that would make me stand out, but also relates to coffee? And that's where the AeroPress came in handy. This is an AeroPress. Could I make an animation that has something to do with music, and then therefore make this part of the music? I could use this as some sort of percussion tool and then create that into a song. Next problem. I don't know how to create any songs. That leads me on to phase 4 of the plan. I employed people on the internet to make songs from the samples that I would send them, paid them cash, and then they would come back to me with a banger of a song that I could then add into the animation, which I needed to do because it's an animation competition, but the song would make it so much different than the animation competition because everyone else will just be animating things, but mine's going to have a completely different song in it that uses an AeroPress coffee theme and also is quite cool, so therefore generates likes. So then can be the most liked thing in the animation competition and win the £1,000 by the end of the competition. Understand? Yes. Let's go. So I went on Fiverr and I got 4 different people to make different songs with the samples that I sent them. Here are the samples. I know it's not going to reach number 1 in the charts or whatever, but those were the samples and I sent them away and I thought, let's see what these people can do. Maybe they're going to do something awesome, maybe they're going to do something awful. But if I pick 4 people, then that means I'll choose the best one out of the 4. My part was I was going to put them all together in an Instagram reel with the animation that I was going to have to create and send it away for the competition. Then I needed to teach myself how to animate. So I hopped on YouTube, got on Procreate using my iPad and learned how to animate with different pictures that would then play in a reel and you make an animation essentially. Did that for approximately an hour and a half and I generated this animation. For background, Dark Arts Coffee is kind of like imagine a biker that likes coffee. That's the kind of stuff that Dark Arts do. That's where like tattoos, skulls, crossbones, long hair, mustaches, beards, that's the kind of thing that's their brand. So I thought I'd make it somewhat their brand because remember, key thing, this gets posted to their account. The plan was for the animation, have a skull that coffee was spinning under and coffee vapours going through the skull. So the animation isn't actually too bad. I'm quite impressed with it, but it's definitely not up to scratch of professional animators. That's why the whole idea is make it outside of the box so that it stands out, because everyone's going to be in this animation competition. It's going to be focused heavily on animation. I had the song, I had the idea, and I now had the animation. So I just needed to put it all together, and this is the final product of what I submitted to the competition.
I created a lo-fi hip-hop banger with my AeroPress.
made the lo-fi hip-hop banger with an AeroPress. The competition closes tonight at midnight, so by tomorrow we should find out if we are shortlisted in the competition. If we get shortlisted, then that means we have a chance of being the most liked, which means we have a chance at the £1,000.
24 hours later.
No, we didn't make it. We did not make it. So, I think the plan has to be that we post it ourselves and make it the most liked Instagram reel. Shortly after we found out we weren't shortlisted, I posted the reel to my own account to see how it would do versus the rest. And to be fair, at the start it done very well compared to the Dark Arts Coffee reels. We had more views and more likes. But Dark Arts have 40,000 followers, whereas I only have about 500. I knew it wasn't going to last forever that we had more views than they did. At the end of the day, they had way more plays. Their Instagram reel had way more plays than what I did. And it meant that we were never going to get as many likes. I wanted to be the most liked and make them realise that they'd made a wrong decision. So I did what any other self-conscious 25-year-old does. I bought 2,000 likes. And we did it, boys. We were unofficially the winner of the Dark Arts animation competition. We were the most liked reel in the competition, no doubts about it. Unofficial winners, they can't take this away from us. You can do anything. You just may have to bend the rules.